फर्स्ट पेज नंबर 38 रिवर्स एंड कोस्ट से जो है ये लिया गया है एंड complete the sentences with the word from the box. मैं जल्दी जल्दी इस इसको because yesterday already we have discussed it and today I would not spend my precious time on it, but hurriedly I'll repeat it for you please once. Okay. बेटा ये सामने ब्लॉक में देखिए वर्ड्स हैं बैंक्स कोस्ट लाइन फ्लड्स फ्रेश वाटर रेनफॉल सॉल्ट वाटर आज आपकी स्क्रीन जो है वो शेयर नहीं होगी ठीक है आप सिर्फ मेरे ख्याल है सर की तस्वीर आ रही होगी सिर्फ वो देख सकते हैं आप मेरी आवाज को सुनेंगे राइट जस्ट वी कैन लिसन मी प्लीज सो इफ इट इज सो प्लीज टेक केयर दैट you are listening very carefully. Okay. Number one है you usually find fresh water in rivers and lakes whereas the seas and oceans have salt water. बेटा पहली जो खाली जगह है यहाँ पर blank है ऑलरेडी फ्रेश वाटर लिखा हुआ है सेकंड में सॉल्ट वाटर आप इसमें फिल इन कर लें ठीक है इफ you couldn't do yesterday but today you have an other chance to do that. Of salt water liquid. Okay. Number two, people have lived along the banks of the river Nile for thousands of years. Second, what's that? Banks. Aapne banks likhna hai. Third, the east of Malaysia has a beautiful coastline, C-O-A-S-T, coastline. Coastline with lots of lovely beaches. 4. One of the wettest places in South America is Loroy in Colombia, where the annual rainfall, आपने rainfall लिखना है, is about 13,000 millimeters. 5th is floods. Okay, floods can cause problems for people who live near the river. और आपको याद होगा कि yesterday जब आप स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहे थे तो मैंने आपके लिए ये 1 पे फ्रेश वाटर एंड सॉल्ट लिखा था सेकंड पर बैंक्स थर्ड पर कोस्ट लाइन फॉर रेनफॉल फिर फ्लड्स इस तरह से मैंने नंबरिंग भी कर दी थी राइट बेटा ओके सो नाउ सेकंड पार्ट इज हियर पुट दीज sentences in the correct places in the description of the water cycle at the top of the next column. ये अगले कॉलम के टॉप पर ये हमारे पास एक जो है वो डिस्क्रिप्शन है द वाटर साइकिल ये आप देख रहे होंगे पेज नंबर 38 पर ये जो पहला कॉलम हमने पढ़ा और दूसरे कॉलम में ये सबसे टॉप पर इसमें ब्लैंक्स दी गई हैं बेटे आपने यहाँ इन ब्लैंक्स में यहाँ पर ABCD ये जो पार्ट 2 में लिखे हुए हैं इनको लेकर उनके मुताबिक आपने अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट यू आर गोइंग टू फिल दोस ब्लैंक्स okay beta A is this is called condensation. The scientific word for this is precipitation. C, they are blown inland by the wind. D, this is called runoff. E, this is called evaporation. F, it is essential to life on earth. आइए इनको देखते हैं कि ये कहाँ कहाँ पुट किए जा सकते हैं. Number 1, next column पर the water cycle. The water cycle is a continuous process. It is essential to life on earth. You already, it has been done by the author for you, please. Now, next is C. Let's see next. The water in rivers, lakes, and seas is heated by the sun and it turns into water vapor. The water vapor rises into the air and this is called evaporation. This is called evaporation, mean 1 के लिए F है और 2 के लिए E. This is called evaporation. The water vapor is cooled as it rises and is changed back into tiny drops of liquid water, and that is called condensation. Condensation. Clouds are formed. Clouds are formed. Now see. Okay. It's called inland by the wind. Where it is, this is C. They are blown inland by the wind. Clouds are formed and they are blown inland by the wind. Clouds get heavy and water falls back to the earth as rain or snow. It is called precipitation. Precipitation. B. Fifth के लिए है B. The scientific word for this is precipitation. Rainwater and melted snow are taken by rivers back to the sea. That's called runoff. Yani for 6 there is D. Are you following, beta? Okay. Beta, right below it there is use of English. Part 3, join these sentences using which. Okay, which is ये relative pronoun में आता है. Okay, so join these sentences using which. The Caspian Sea is actually a lake. The Caspian Sea is actually a lake. It is the largest enclosed body of water on earth. ये हमें ज्वाइन करने हैं सेंटेंसेस को which इस्तेमाल करते हुए. ठीक है, relative pronoun which इस्तेमाल करते हुए, by using which we are to join these sentences. तो बेटा पहला जो है, it has been done by the author for you. See what is that? The Caspian Sea, which is the largest enclosed body of water on earth, is actually a lake. यहाँ पर the Caspian Sea के बाद जो है वो which is the, यानी which जो है ये सब्जेक्ट का ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ रिलेशन शो करता है. ओके, तो सब्जेक्ट जो है कैस्पियन सी है और कैस्पियन सी की कौन सी और दूसरी चीजें हैं जिनके साथ इसका रिलेशन है, राइट? तो ये है द कैस्पियन सी which is the largest enclosed body of water on earth. One thing is actually a lake. दरअसल एक ये लेक है, ये झील है. 2, बेटा बड़े तवज्जो से आपने very carefully with full attention you would pay your full attention towards me what I'm going to tell you now. सेकेंड को क्योंकि अभी इस वक्त स्क्रीन पे आपको कुछ नजर नहीं आ रहा होगा, अभी इस वक्त आप अपनी बुक को खोल लेंगे पेज नंबर 38 पर, और जिस तरह से मैं आपको करवा रहा हूँ आप उसके मुताबिक जो है अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट आप इनमें विच या इनको दोबारा से रीराइट भी करना है तो आप करते जाएंगे. अपनी कॉपी और अपनी पेंसिल अपने पास लेके रखिए. ठीक है, और बेटा सेकंड जो है वो इस तरह से है. द Atacama Desert, comma, which has an average rainfall of 15 millimeter per year, comma, is one of the driest places on earth. Right? पहले आपके लिए जरा सिंपल मैं पढ़ देता हूँ. The Atacama Desert is one of the driest places on earth. Full stop है. It has an average rainfall of 15 millimeters per year. तो which is कहाँ पर इस्तेमाल करेंगे फिर? The Atacama Desert, comma, which has an average rainfall of 15 millimeter per year, is one of the driest places on earth. ओके आप इसको इस तरह से भी बेटा कर सकते हैं. Atacama Desert, which is the driest, which is one of the driest places on earth, has an average rainfall of 15 millimeter per year. Okay. Third, the Red Sea, which is a sea inlet between Africa and Asia. Inlet means bay. B-A-Y, bay. Okay. The Red Sea, which is a sea inlet between Africa, ये मैं आपको which के साथ करवा रहा हूँ बेटा. The Red Sea, comma, which is a wait, पहले इसको हम पढ़ लेते हैं, ठीक है? The Red Sea has very salt water due to high evaporation. It is a sea inlet between Africa and Asia. Okay, ये आपकी book पे लिखा हुआ है. It is on your book. But we are going to use which in the sentence, in these sentences to make one. The Red Sea, comma, which is a sea inlet, inlet means bay, between Africa and Asia, has very salty water due to high evaporation. Fourth, on book, see please on your book first. Lake Balaton is a freshwater lake in Hungary. It is the largest lake in Central Europe. Fourth is Lake Balaton, comma, which is the largest lake in Central Europe, comma, is a freshwater lake in Hungary. Okay, once again, Lake Balaton, which is the largest lake in Central Europe, is a freshwater lake in Hungary. Fifth, first from book, the Panama Canal links the Atlantic Ocean. Panama Canal links the Atlantic Ocean with the Pacific Ocean. It is 77 kilometers long and was completed in 1914. So how we are going to do that? The Panama Canal, which is 77 kilometers long and was completed in 1914, links the Atlantic Ocean with the Pacific Ocean. Right? Okay. Now, next page, 39.6. Norway has a coastline of 25 kilometers. This is surprising when you consider that it has a population of only 5 million people. But it has already been done on the book. ये देखिए, italic में लिखा हुआ, Norway has a coastline of 25,000 kilometers, which is surprising when you consider that it has a population of only 5 million people. Seventh, first from book, 90% of the wildlife 90% of the wildlife in Madagascar is not found anywhere else in the world. This makes it a very interesting place for zoologists and other scientists. That is, Madagascar, which makes it a very interesting place for zoologists and other scientists, is not found anywhere else in the world. Right? Madagascar, which makes, with comma, which makes it a very interesting place for zoologists and other scientists, is not found anywhere else in the world. Eighth, the Aswan Dam, Aswan or Aswan Dam, has prevented flooding along the Nile. This has been good for people living in the area and for the economy of Egypt generally. So, you see, Aswan or Aswan Dam has prevented flooding along the Nile, which has been good for the people. Again, comma, Nile ke baad, comma, which has been good for the people living in the area and for the economy of Egypt generally. Okay? Right, beta. Point 4. Use the phrases below to help to complete the sentences with which or that clauses. Acha beta, first of all, up to the end of the third part, is there any confusion? Everything is clear? You can send your SMS so that I may see that on the screen. Okay, that is clear, beta? Okay, Heather. Okay, beta, Ashwal. Okay.